The Idaho legislative session begins today. It is a huge day for Idaho. Governor Brad Little will share his plan for the year in his State of the State address. That's at 1 o'clock, but we're on the air live right now for you to get you ready. Justin Core and Joe Paris live at the Capitol. They're going to break down what we can expect from today's State of the State.
Maggie, thank you. Yeah, we're just a little under an hour away from the start of that State of the State address and the Idaho legislative session for 2026. It's going to be a different sort of State of the State address this year, though. It is a budget address where the governor lays out the programs that he wants to focus on, the money that he wants to spend, and what he wants that budget to look like, joined by political expert Joe Paris. And again, going to be different this year, Joe.
Yeah, the state of Idaho is facing a projected budget deficit of $43 million. That's according to the December Budget Monitor report. And something that will be really in focus is to have a constitutionally mandated balanced budget. How do you get there? How do you zero it out to have not a projected deficit?
Right,
so,
yeah.
you know, the big question is there going to be major cuts? Is there going to be a chance that somebody is, projecting, okay, maybe we dip into rainy day funds? And long story short, we'll hear the plan from the governor. We did hear from him last week, and it sounds like the idea of getting into reserve funds, rainy day funds, is not something that's on the table. It'll be interesting to see if that's touched on during his address. When you talk about the financial situation for the state of Idaho, the question has been put out there, well, would you compare this to 2008? Would you compare this to 2009? And Republican leaders, the governor himself, have said no. So it'll be interesting to hear what is going to happen in terms of the governor's priorities. I'm sure you can hear in the building. A lot of people are here. I think there's a number of citizens groups, we'll call them, that are here lobbying for healthcare efforts. So that's something that we'll find out. Medicaid expansion and possibly getting rid of it because of funding questions is something that was brought up to the governor. We will see, though, those big topics touched on about an hour from now.
Yeah, that's where all these people do not want to see cuts to Medicaid, to healthcare funding. Every year, though, lawmakers do want to see cuts to taxes. Are we going to see that this year? We're going to talk about that in a half an hour live right here from the State House. But first, back to you, Maggie.
All right. Thank you, you two. We're going to be checking in with you throughout this next hour as we get ready for the State of the State address. It starts at 1 o'clock right here on Channel 7 and on KTVB+. We'll also carry it for you online.